Hey, let me ask you a question. Are you married? Are you showing up in your marriage? You love God, but somehow you still feel unseen, unheard, and untouched emotionally. Listen, I'm Michael Ballard, also known as the Marriage Pastor. If you stay with me just for a few minutes, I'm going to break down the silent destroyer of your relationship. And I'm going to show you what you can do about it to fix it.
The marriage pastor, chains gonna break. Every lie, every curse, every heartbreak. I'm the marriage pastor, God gave me the pen to rewrite love stories back to him again. I'm the marriage pastor.
Let's be real. How do you go from praying for this relationship to feeling alone in it? You're in the same house, sharing the same bed, going to the same church, but you feel like strangers. Am I talking about you? This is what I like to call emotional disconnection. Because when you have emotional disconnection, this is conversations that never happens, but they still hurt. And what's crazy? Most couples don't break because they stop loving each other. They break because they stop connecting. Let's look at Genesis chapter 2, verse 25. And it says this: And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed. You see, you think this was about physical intimacy. No, this was about emotional and spiritual vulnerability. They were open, they were seen, they were known, and they were unashamed. But let's fast forward to today. Couples are clothed in pride, in fear, in silence, in assumptions. And they wonder why they feel like they are miles apart. So let me show you what actually happens. You have one person that's here, and their heart is closed off. And the other person, they're talking, but they're not being heard. And when you have a closed off heart and someone that's talking and they're not being heard, it creates this brick wall between the two, this brick wall of disconnection. And what gets piled up is unspoken needs. And the louder they talk, the more closed off they become. And then that's when the cycle starts. I call this the disconnection cycle. Unspoken needs creates disconnect. Disconnect equals silence. Silence equals assumptions. Assumptions equals reactions. Reactions equal resentment. And resentment creates more disconnection. And the further you become disconnected, the further apart you guys become. And this is the silent killer of relationships. But it doesn't have to be that way. Unspoken needs, misinterpreted silence, growing resentment. You can physically be close, but emotionally starved. And when that wall builds, love gets distorted. Okay, here's a scenario. She says, "You don't talk to me." He says, "I don't want to say the wrong thing." So he shuts down. She gets louder. Now they are both hurt and no one feels emotionally safe. Sounds familiar? Okay. So let's flip the script. Let me show you how you can reconnect. 3 steps to reconnect. Step 1, you have to create a safe space for honest communication. What that means is you both have to be emotionally safe. You're not trying to listen to fix, you're listening to understand. Step 2, you have to name the stories you're telling yourself. Because here's the truth, when there is no communication, when there is silence, your mind begins to fill in the blanks and you begin to make up stories. And you know what? You're not actually reacting anymore to the situation. You're reacting to the stories that you're telling yourselves because the brain needs completion. And whatever trauma, whatever history, whatever past that you've had, that's going to be the narrator of the stories that you're telling yourself about what's going on. So you got to be honest. You have to come clean. You have to talk to your mate and let them know this is what's been going on in my mind. My slogan is tell the truth, shame the devil, expose all of the darkness. That's the only way that you're going to get healing and become naked and unashamed. And 3, rebuild with small, intentional connection rituals. Listen, it took you time to get to that disconnection. It's going to take you some time to rebuild that connection. Don't try to solve everything in one sitting. Give yourself a month and then come back and reassess, adjust if necessary. Then go another 3 months, and then 6 months. Listen, a ship, as big as it is, it takes a small rudder to turn a huge ship. And even that takes time. It's not instant. Be patient, give yourself grace. But the key word, you have to be intentional. The slow death of a relationship is not in the fights, it's in the silence. To reconnect, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be willing. Galatians 6:2 says, carry each other's burden, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. When we choose to speak with love, listen with humility, and reconnect with intention, we give our marriages the space to heal, to grow, and to reflect the heart of God. Listen, if this hit home, imagine what would happen if I taught this live to your people. Listen, if you're a pastor or an event planner or ministry leader, I love to come teach this in person at your next event. Listen, you know how to reach me, themarriagepastor.net. I am looking forward to helping couples take their marriage to the level of the kingdom. And if this message has touched your heart, do me a favor. Put a fire emoji in the comments or DM me a relationship issue that you would like for me to explain. And keep following me for many moments of healing and growth with the Marriage Pastor. Until next time, God bless and keep loving.
I'm the marriage pastor, anointed and appointed, sent to tear down lies and rebuild what's holy.